Hello. We are going to be doing a project today called Trace a Face. And we're going to be using lots of different types of objects to make a face. Okay? I'm going to show you some of the faces, some examples. Look at that. And you can trace anything, and the face can have any type of expression. It could be scared, it could be happy, it could be excited. And what we really want to do, if we can, we want to make a face on both sides of the paper. So I'm going to show you a few of the items that you can use to make your face. You could use lids from any type of spice or food container. You could use cups. You could use Rubbermaid tops. You could use a tissue box or a canister of some sort from food. I've also used my stapler, the bottom of my stapler, or even a cell phone to make some really cool designs. Now, when we're making our face, there are a few different ways to do things. You can trace all the way around an object if you want, like I'm going to do with this spice cap. I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to do that for both of my eyes here. Or you can, if you want, you can only trace part way around an object. I'm going to show you that with this Tupperware container. Okay. I don't need to trace the whole thing. Another thing that I can do, and I'm going to show you this with this one, is after I trace it, I can move it slightly and then trace it again. And this is good for a nose, or this could be good for a mouth, or even eyelids or eyelashes. And with the eyes, one really cool thing to do is to put smaller shapes inside the larger shapes. So I could trace the cap of my marker. And just because we're tracing, it doesn't mean that our lines need to be all perfect, right? I kind of like having that little messiness around the edge. Makes it look organic and nice. You can also make small shapes by using, if you have one of these kind of caps, you can trace a dot with that. Okay? I can make it like that. And the other thing you can do is to make just curved lines by using a curved part of some sort of shape. This is sort of part of a yogurt container. And I can also trace part of a curve. I can use any curved shape like a curvy ruler. So I'm making some eyelashes with that. And it gives me sort of a curved shape just to trace along the side. Your mouth can be any shape. What should I use for my mouth? I think I will use this. This is like a square can. I'm going to trace part of this, and then I'm going to move my paper slightly so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to trace part of that. Then I'm going to move it, and I'm going to trace it again. Look at that. Fun. And I can start to color some things in, and I make teeth, okay? I could color in the area around my eyes. Again, it doesn't need to be perfectly colored in. And one other really cool thing to do is to use the handle of your scissors. You could use that to make the pupils of your eyes. You could use that to make a curvy part on the edge of your nose if you wanted to. Or I could also use that to make teeth, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So, I'm going to put that there and just trace it. And I do the same thing on the top of the mouth. And one of the fun things about this project is that you can use anything to trace. It's a great project to do when you're home, if you're on remote instruction, or you just have a weekend, you have a little bit of time. You can trace any type of objects that you have around, and it sort of gives you different eyes looking around your house thinking, what can I trace? Okay? Have a great time tracing your faces. And if you can, do both sides of your paper, okay? As always, I want to remind everybody, if you don't have really like a good piece of paper, you can always cut open a cereal box and use that. The interior of those are great, nice kind of sturdy paper to work on, okay? Have a great day. Bye-bye.